title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. The endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams, getting closer to nature.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know quite what happened, but they're technical difficulties. That's what happens in radio.
It's the full moon.
And show business.
And Virgos.
And Janice keeps blaming the Virgos.
Hey.
Virgos, don't try to come at me.
It's not the Scorpio's fault. It can't be.
See, this is why I don't deal with Scorpios. I think I have one other Scorpio, Diana. That's my little Scorpio boo. But other than that, ugh.
So, back where we were.
Exactly. All right.
Wherever that was.
So, Miss Janice came from a very musical family. So, at what age did you... Who sings again in your family?
My mom.
Your mom sings. Oh, well, that was just like...
Yeah.
She sang?
She passed away last year.
Oh,
but yeah, that whole side of her family was either in church singing or entertainers. My grandmother played in a band. And
okay.
Her little sassy self back in the day.
I'm down. So would you sing with Mom a lot?
Not really. I was very shy, believe it or not, growing up. That's hard to believe, right? But she sang and embarrassed me. You know how your mom, like, I do that to my son now. So if we're out in the store, I'll be singing, Mommy, don't embarrass me. And I sing louder. You know what I'm saying? Come on, sing with me. No. But I didn't really, I guess if I look back, I was always interested in, like, being on stage and singing in a chorus, but I never did it by myself.
Okay.
And I used to write, even in elementary school, I'd write poetry and little songs, and I've always done that. But I think when you always do it, it doesn't seem like it's that special to you. It's just a part of who you are.
Yeah.
And I didn't really start doing this professionally until I was in my 30s. So I was working... You're
not in your 30s now?
No, honey.
Oh. Y'all understand?
Yes,
like,
I'm in my 30s.
Y'all need to look at Miss Janice. She got it going on.
I'm in my 30s still. Thank you. Okay. I'm whatever you want me to be. In my 30s, in my 20s, whatever. Right. But yeah, I met a guy at work that was a musician, and he had some like music tracks, and I wrote lyrics to them. And we recorded them and started a band. So I was in a cover band for about 5 years. So
okay.
That's probably 2002 to something like that. 2008, I think we broke up then.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
what
then
type of cover band?
We did at the time what they called neo soul.
Hey.
I hate that term. It's the worst term.
Why?
But it kind of encompassed everything because we just did soulful songs. So it could be, India Ari. It could be Sade. It could be Jill Scott. It could be Jewel. It could be anybody
Right.
that we want to throw in the seal.
Yeah.
Any covers we wanted to do, and then we did our own originals as well. So we did okay. I mean, we didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. We had like 7 people in a band. It's a big band.
Yeah.
And it's hard to book gigs when you got 7 people because not everybody can accommodate that unless you're doing weddings.
Okay.
And when we broke up, it was kind of at that part. Like, I wanted to write. Some people just wanted it as a hobby. Others wanted to go do weddings. I didn't want to do weddings and stuff like that. I just wanted to be I didn't want to be an artist, but I wanted to write.
Okay.
So we all kind of went our own separate ways.
Okay.
And I think I'm the only one who's still actively in music. And I was the only one who had never done music before.
You know, that happens.
That's the way it is.
That happens sometimes. It's you start a path with a certain amount of people, and then you think you'll all go the same way, but
it's hard with 7 people. That's a lot.
Yeah.
To stay in the same direction. When you see these bands that have been together for like decades, trust that it was not easy. It was not easy for them to stay together with the same, goal.
Heck,
It just doesn't happen like that. Life happens,
Life does happen.
So, but yeah. So then I just started writing. This was back in MySpace days.
Oh wow.
My God,
She
Lord,
taking it back.
Lord. Back when Facebook was new. But I had met Maurice Carroll, who is the CEO of Stinky Face Music here in Baltimore. I had met him on MySpace. And he was inquiring about doing sound for our band, and we started talking. And I had been in conversation with Brian O'Neill on MySpace, who is the keyboard player for Chem, most known as Chem. And I was really distraught when the band broke up because those were the only musicians I knew. Yeah. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know anything about Baltimore, about open mics. I didn't know people sang at open mics. I thought it was all poetry. I had no clue. I was clueless. Clueless. And Brian O'Neill said, you don't need the band to write songs. There's a million producers who have tracks that don't write lyrics. Yeah. And he sent me like 4 or 5 songs, and I wrote lyrics to them, and I hired Maurice to record them. Okay. So that's how we met, and then we started writing songs together. Yeah. And then I decided I would go ahead and just be a songwriting team with him. And then I said, well, let me go ahead and put this on a CD because that way I'll have it. It's recorded, you know. And then he was kind of launching Stinky Face as a label. Yeah. And he asked me to sign with the label. So at that point, I was signed as an artist with a label. Okay. So that's kind of where I started in Baltimore. That was 2009.
Gotcha. So how did that feel at that first beat?
Strange. Yeah. Well, it's an indie label. So basically, it's not like, some gigantic label, signing you with money behind you. We all were kind of working as a team. True. But it's nice to have that support, and the knowledge with people that know what they're doing, and you don't have to start brand new and try to find people, and they know the musicians. So we put my first EP out, was called Watch Me Fly, and then that was, I want to say 7 songs maybe. Then we did the full length CD My Life in 2011. Okay. And then I didn't take a break, but I didn't put anything out until 2015. It was the album Deeper that just came out. Yeah. Yes. Okay. That's the one with the scorpion on my back.
Yeah. I was definitely, I just remember when I was first told about you, they were like, oh, you should check her out. And I get excited because you don't know what to expect. And then I was like, oh, shucks. It was like, Tina Marie met Sade over here.
Oh, my God.
This is great.
I don't think I have anything in my body that sounds like Tina Marie. We're a whole different range. Maybe
different range,
maybe
but like
attitude
style.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll give you that.
Attitude wise,
I'll give you
style.
that.
I was like, all right, I can get down with this. I know you have this one video on YouTube. If you guys are listening, please go to YouTube and just type in Janice B.
What video are we talking about?
She has a few videos out, and then there's one video where it's just these beautiful shots of Baltimore. I think Feeling Fine.
Feeling Fine, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was my first. That's a good segue into what happened next.
Okay,
See?
good.
Perfect. You knew. I started working with Dinga Gaba, who's a DJ and house music producer here in Baltimore. Okay. He's from Central Africa, and he's hot stuff. Internationally, he really is. So we started working together. He sent me some songs, and Feeling Fine was my song. He sent me this one song, and I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And I was working down here in Baltimore at the time, so I would pop it in and listen to it all the way to work.
Yeah.
And just let it speak to me. And Feeling Fine came out of that.
Okay.
And that one got quite a bit of success. We had that out, I want to say 2013, I think that came out.
Okay.
And they did it at all the parties, the house music parties all over the world. And I was told, I wasn't there, but I was told that they were actually singing it in Italy. So he was playing it and they were singing it back to him. And I was like, why is there no video of this? But it's weird because the music industry is really strange. It's like people in Baltimore don't know you. People in South Africa know who I am.
Yeah.
Which is crazy,
It is.
They'll hit me up, and Facebook is a monster, so anybody can hit you up from anywhere.
Yeah.
Miss Janice, I really like your song, Feeling Fine.
Wow.
And people around here don't even know this song, Feeling Fine,
Right.
So it's kind of strange feeling, but that was a good experience. So that one, we got quite a bit of success with that, and then we released his label, Global Diplomacy, I get it right? Released a remix of Watch Me Fly, which if I had a hit in Baltimore, it would be Watch Me Fly. That was the one everybody kind of knows me for. So there's a house remix of that. You guys have that one, I believe. But it's a long, house song's like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
They got like 10-minute intros. It's like,
okay. Oh, we have a caller.
Oh, hey.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, who are we speaking with?
Can't quite hear you if you're traveling.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Oh, this is Sister Jamila.
Can you hear them, Janice? Okay. Wait a minute. What'd you say, Eric? No? Okay.
It's not a caller.
It's not a caller. I don't know. I guess.
Maybe she had delivery or something downstairs.
Maybe. Okay, well, thank you for calling. Much appreciated. Okay, so you said, like in South Africa?
Yes.
Anywhere else? Italy?
Well, when they tour, like the DJs will tour in the summertime, they'll go.
Crazy. I have a friend. She's a performer. Her name's she goes by Ashley Alexander. I had her on as a guest a couple weeks ago, but she's been all over. But to me, she's just Ashley.
But then you have people who are touring, or doing house music. Michelle Weeks is here in Baltimore. She's a house music celebrity. Hi, Michelle. Mark Evans, who runs the open mic every week.
Wow.
Peace and a Cup of Joe on Thursdays.
Okay.
He's overseas singing. He's got hits all over the place. He's got a Pandora station.
Wow.
So, we got a lot of celebrities amongst us that people aren't really aware. But, hey.
But you know what? I think that would be kind of cool, though. You get to be a celebrity without having to deal with all the crap.
Well, we're not rich, clearly, are we?
I know, but, to not deal with that. Like, my uncle, he's in a band. He's on tour right now. But he still gets to be a normal.
There's different definitions of success too, and being a celebrity or whatever. So for me, I just want to write, and keep working with different people and putting projects out and things that mean something to me. So if it doesn't bring me any joy, then I'm not going to keep doing it.
Okay.
Basically. But I'm working on a new project now called Mantra, which is going to be. We're almost done. We're not done, but we're doing the scratch vocals now. And it's going to be actually only 4 songs.
Okay.
But it's going to incorporate chants into it. So it'll have mantras and chants into the songs. So I wanted to make something that was not a meditation CD, that wasn't a chant CD where it's just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to do all that.
But
I felt like, exactly. Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I just didn't want to listen to it in my car all day.
Right.
I wanted to give people something that they could put in and listen to that would kind of get them in a meditative state without putting them to sleep.
Yeah.
And still be a lyrical kind of groove, head bopping song. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
And Maurice is producing that, and along with Masno, who's also a little celebrity here. We call him the Sudanese rock star. He's fantastic. Yeah. So they're co-producing,
Okay.
and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be out. I'm going to be performing at Karma Fest, which I'm really excited about because that's
Okay.
the big holistic, crystals, hippies,
Oh.
Reiki, all kinds of stuff. It's a huge festival.
That sounds great.
And,
Sounds like a place I'd give birth in.
It's wonderful.
Would like
You
to
could
give birth
probably.
in.
You really
Yeah.
could. Yeah. They got plenty of little beds and tables. Just lay yourself down over there.
Like, I'm just gonna relax.
She'll be all right.
Right here.
Put some stones on her. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that on Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
May 14th, and I've been really excited about that one. So hopefully we'll be performing all the songs from the new project.
That's cool. So you
Yes.
guys, you have to go check this out May 14th for what's the festival
It's called Karma Fest.
Karma Fest. Ooh.
Yep.
Okay, don't be bringing no bad karma to the Karma Fest.
They won't let you in,
Yeah.
or they'll just change it to good karma.
We want happy, peaceful
Happy choo-choo.
energy. Like we're not feeling the negativity.
That's right. No, no.
Exactly. That is cool, man. So you've done.
I've been around.
Yeah. So how did the music tie into the family life? So like when did you? Because you are married, correct?
Yes.
And you have a son. So
Been married for quite some time.
when did that all happen?
My husband is awesome. Let me just tell you that, because not many husbands would let you go from being a finance 9-to-5 person to hey, I'm out every weekend. Bye. He's very supportive, so
Cool.
I'm lucky with that. But
That's great.
yeah,
That is fantastic.
Hey, husband.
And then, how did motherhood take you by storm? Like, how did that feel?
Everything happens at once.
Yeah.
As is always. My EP came out the same month that we adopted my son from Korea. The same month we got him.
Wow.
So I had all kinds of things happening, and I was very stressed out at that moment.
Yeah.
But you just make it happen.
True.
If it brings you joy and you want to go for it, then you have to go for it. You can't wait till it's a good time.
That's cool.
Wait till it's convenient.
May
Doesn't
I-
always work like that.
It doesn't. May I ask what made you choose adoption? Because I say this because I've always wanted to adopt a kid, and then I had somebody burst my bubble, who shall remain nameless, but they were kind of like, I don't know if I get down with that. So I ended up giving birth.
It's a complicated process.
Yeah.
But so is birth.
Yeah, it's not.
So
It's not easy.
yeah.
But I always, like, even after I gave birth, I was like, oh, I still would love to just, adopt a kid. So,
Yeah. We tried for a while and it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting any younger. And so, it was one of those things. One thing I do want to tell people, they don't know this. This is an industry secret, I think.
Oh, okay.
When you see celebrities that are in their 50s
Yeah.
that are pregnant with twins,
Yeah.
that is not their eggs. It is not.
Yeah.
It's very slim chance that that's their eggs. So we went the in vitro way for a while. That didn't work. And I kind of felt like it was meant to be,
Yeah.
We explored all the options. International adoption definitely has its difficulties, but the good thing about it is with Korea at the time, you were guaranteed to have a child
Yeah.
at some point. It
Okay.
wasn't, with a domestic adoption, a lot of times they're open.
Okay.
A lot of times it's a popularity contest. Like, do they like you? Do they not like you? It's not,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that, but you may go through the whole process and then not get the baby.
Oh,
And
okay.
we didn't want to go through all that.
Yeah.
So Korea has the best prenatal care for the
Okay.
mothers. They
Yeah.
had well mother care. They took care of the babies. The babies are not in orphanages.
Mm-hmm.
They take them to a foster family right away. So it was a good thing.
Okay.
And he's just, if you know my child, he is my child, honey. He is my child. Side eye and attitude.
Yeah.
He's a riot. So yeah, it was meant to be. I
Yeah.
definitely feel that.
My hat's off to you and your husband. I definitely applaud those who open up their hearts and their homes to that option. I just think I'm glad it's the option out there.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't think that people think about it, in such a...
It's funny because people think it's easy. Oh, you had
Yeah.
a baby the easy way.
No.
Listen, you have to have background checks,
Yeah.
psychological tests. You have to have the health department and the fire department inspect your home.
Yep.
You can't have anything expired in your refrigerator. I'm not even lying to you. You have to have fire extinguishers on every floor. You have to have smoke detectors in every room. You have to show pictures of your house. You can't have certain pets. I mean, it is just exhausting.
Yep.
Like, by the time you jump through all the hoops, it's like, oh my God, if everybody had to go through this type of baby, there wouldn't be any babies.
Right.
It's like,
Right. So
but,
for
you know,
those of us,
of course, it's for the safety of the child, and I get
Sure.
that. But it's a big process. It is really a big process. It's a daunting task to take on.
well,
But it's rewarding.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. And I think that once you get that child and you build that bond and your heart has to just be open. I just think it's an awesome thing. And, there's so many children out there that just need love and hugs and kisses.
Absolutely.
So hats off to you.
Thank you.
I definitely, even though I've given birth, I'm going on a third time. It's like,
Don't give birth right now, though.
I won't.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Not today.
Adoption was definitely one of the things I definitely wanted to do. But you guys call in 410-702-5657. Feel free to text in 443-642-9403. We'll be right back on Breaking Berries with Miss D.
Lakeisha White says, a place I can go and Mika always gets my look right. Alicia Curry says, when you go to purchase one thing and you leave with everything. The Style Lounge, assisting in capturing your true fashion personality. From classic to maverick, we have exactly what you need. Make an appointment today for a personal styling session, which includes one-on-one profile, learning your true body style and what works for you. From complimenting colors to necklines and more, the Style Lounge let us discover your inner fashion ego. Contact Mika Nicole at 443-248-8879. She is also available for pop-up shops, vending events, and
check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, oh gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight against all this controversy, and that's the hard part of it all. Then we have Huckabee. I could have swore he died, like in one of those books, like a fairy tale book. Trump. We're going to get to you in a moment. Meet with all these black folk in one room. And they just fell for it. Like, he must have been giving out $100 bills behind them.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher, I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jen. We are in the studio today talking to Miss Janice B.
Hi there.
And
It feels funny at this end of the table.
Yes.
I feel like I'm leading a meeting or something.
So Miss Janice had to switch tables because we were having some technical difficulties.
So now the camera's up there.
I guess. So.
Hi.
Hi, camera. So, but no big deal. That's show business. So before we break, I was applauding Miss Janice B, and we were just talking real quick about motherhood, and she graciously shared with us that she adopted her beautiful son, and I just think that's awesome. One of my, dreams in life was to always adopt a child, and it just so happens that I ended up giving birth instead. So
again and again.
And again and again. So I would say, and
Be careful what you wish for.
The long list of things that you have to go through adoption, everybody says, oh, you had a kid the easy way. No, apparently the easy way is just lay down and go, oops. Because that's what I did.
I don't think it's that easy, but...
Okay, for those of you who know me...
There was no home inspection required.
No.
No.
Heck no. Lord, if they saw my room when I got pregnant with my first child...
No background checks or anything like that.
They would have been like, she can't have no baby. So, yeah. Anyways, I digress.
Back to the music.
Back to the music and the story of Miss Janice B. So that's cool. So, we have some songs of yours.
Uh-oh.
We do. So which song can we play first?
It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter.
I have no idea what he's playing first.
Okay.
Once he starts it, I can give you some info about it.
Oh, okay, cool. So, the songs that you gave us
were Moon Games, which is off of my last CD, Deeper.
Okay, cool.
And we have a video for that one.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. So, Eric, can you play Moon Games?
The moon shines softly on his face. I should be getting on my way. Maybe I'll stay. I think I'll stay. Just one more taste of his embrace. He whispers, do you wanna play? Maybe I'll stay. He knows I'll stay. These moon games that we play inside the night, entwined amongst the stars, it's like we're taking flight. No wrong or right, no rules to break. Clandestine moments that we take. The morning light will be here soon. Till then we'll stay beneath the moon. His lips tell secrets on my skin. Our late night journey starts again. He pulls me in. The game begins. Just one more time before the sun shines light on all the things we've done. We'll tell no one. It's all in fun. These moon games that we play inside the night, Entwined amongst the stars, it's like we're taking flight. No wrong or right, no rules to break. Clandestine moments that we take. The morning light will be here soon. Till then we'll stay beneath the moon. The sun shines softly on my face. I should be getting on my way. Maybe I'll stay. I guess I'll stay.
You already in enough trouble.
Alrighty, guys. That was the Moon Games, correct?
Yes.
By Miss Janice B. We were in here talking about this. Some baby making music. Nice. So if you guys ever want to just, I say, get into the tub, run a nice hot bath. Just put that on. Melt away.
It's funny because you'll do a CD, and a lot of times the songs that you really thought were going to pick up are not the ones that do. And this one, everybody was just like, as soon as you hear the first beat, everybody's like, what's this about?
Exactly.
So the video was kind of diabolical, and that kind of set the tone for it as well.
Okay.
But,
We'll talk about that. So we'll be right back, guys, with Miss Janice B on Breaking Berries with Miss D. I'm rhyming today.
Exhale clothing line for women, bringing out the fashion and elegance in all women, different shapes and sizes, from t-shirts, sweatsuits, and more. For more information, contact Sydney Bradley at facebook.com or exhaleclothingline15@gmail.com. All products will be available this spring. Exhale Clothing Line for Women. ExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
What does hustle hard mean to you? What does that signify in your life?
That's a lifestyle for me. You know what I mean? Like, true story. I was born into a family and a community of hustlers. Now let's get focused right quick, because when people hear the word hustler, they confuse it with con artist or something negative. So they like to call people entrepreneurs, right? But the definition, and I'm paraphrasing, but the definition of hustle is forced movement or to be hurried, right? But we're not talking about just pushing other people. Sometimes you got to push yourself, and that what makes you a hustler. True story. So the thing about it is, like, when it comes to hustling, listen, quick story. I used to go buy juleps a lot, right? And my grandmother used to make me clean the yard, shovel snow, do things like that to go get a julep. But one day she was like, look, you putting all your money in someone else's pocket.
Word.
Save those quarters, and I can teach you how to make a formula, and you can sell your own juleps. You understand? So the next couple weeks, I saved my money.
Always a hustler.
Listen,
got to love
but think
everybody
about
got
this.
a grandma's story like that.
Grandmothers are the natural hustlers because they were the ones who maintained and sustained our families through epidemics. You're talking Big Mama went through slavery and held it. You're talking Big Mama went through the Depression and held it. Big Mama went through crack and held it and still maintains it today. So if you don't think you come from a hustler, then you don't know where you come from. You understand?
That's so real.
I began to sell juleps, and ever since then, I capture a hustle. And a hustle is not a swindle. It's not a sneaky thing. It's upfront. You're providing a need. You understand?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Breaking Berries with Miss D. We have Miss Janice B as our guest today in the studio with me live.
Hello, hello.
She is, I'm just eating up all her awesomeness and her awesome life story.
It's a lot of stuff.
It is a lot.
It is, yeah.
So We just heard her song Moon Games. Sorry if you missed it. It was awesome. We would like making
You can
love
get
to
your copy at
ourselves over there.
JaniceBmusic.com.
Exactly.
Yes. Or iTunes.
JaniceBmusic.com. Go listen to it. Moon Games. And
the video's there too.
Go make babies to it. 'Cause that's what it's for. So I was saying that Miss Janice shared with us that she didn't really start singing like that until she was in her 30s. And then I was like, what? I thought you were in your 30s.
Thank you.
She was like,
You're
no,
my
bro.
favorite radio host.
So
I am. I'm in my 30s.
I was saying,
Yes, honey.
how was that for you? Like, to start in your 30s as opposed to these people out here who were like teenagers and in their 20s trying to start out.
Well, I've always been singing. I just didn't do it professionally.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started in the band, I didn't know like I said, I didn't know anything. So I wasn't afraid. Everybody's like, "Are you nervous?" I'm like, no, I wasn't nervous at all about getting up on stage. But
that's good.
Yeah, I think the older you are, the less you have to lose. It's like, look, I'm going for it. And my brother is watching. He's the one that told me, he's like, it's better to go for it than to regret not doing it later. You know, even if you do it and you don't make anything out of it, at least you made the attempt. And sometimes you take that opportunity, you think that's what you want to do.
Right.
And you start on that path, and then you realize what you really want to do.
Right.
And that path gets you there. But if you don't start moving, nothing's going to happen, right? So
Yeah. You know, that brings up a valid point. I was watching The Voice. I know it's TV, but it's entertaining. And this woman on there, she was a mom. She's 31, mother of 4.
Wow.
I think the youngest was like 8 months old. And so she's like, oh, I'm going to go on The Voice and this and that. And in my head, I'm thinking, lady, take your butt back home. Like, your youngest is 8 months old. You don't have time.
That's
for
a lot.
I don't think you. Okay. So kudos to the show. That A was like, all right, we just
maybe
going
the
to.
older kids are big enough to take care of the age.
No. They were all under the age of 6.
Maybe like a singing group. She have her own
Maybe.
group.
But my thing was, kudos to the show that was like, we're going to let her have her like 5 minutes of, I think I want this
In
life.
the spotlight, yeah.
Yes. And you know, then we're going to send her back home to raise these children.
It's definitely very strenuous to be, especially if you're on your own as an indie artist. You're doing everything. You know,
Yeah.
I'm the queen of self-promotion because I have to do it.
Right. Right.
I have 2 websites. I have Facebook pages. I got 3 Facebook pages.
Wow.
I have 2 mailing lists. You know, I'm booking stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
shows. I do all that stuff. So,
well,
if anybody wants to be my assistant or my manager for free, hit me up.
I was like, and she slides in there for free.
Right.
Everybody's like, you're funny. But, and she had a great little voice. She kind of had like a jazzy, scattish, you know, type voice.
Well, it's not too late for her, though. She could wait.
It wasn't too late for her.
She can wait a little while.
Yeah, but I was definitely like, I'm going to need you to go back
It's a lot.
a little bit.
I'd be too tired if I had 4 kids and an 8-month-old.
And then her husband was all like, I love her, and I just want to support her. I was like,
Aw.
until you left home with them 4 boys, and then you're going to be calling her like, okay, to come back. I'm psych.
You never know, though. My husband would rather be home with our son. He doesn't want to come out to the shows. He doesn't want to be involved in any of this stuff. He doesn't like anything on the spot, like in the spotlight.
Yeah.
He would much rather be home with our son, and he's fine with me going out
And that's cool.
and doing my thing. So you never know the
But
dynamic.
there's one kid to look at.
That's true.
She has 4 boys.
That's true.
Mm-mm.
Maybe they're just crazy.
Yeah. maybe. I think he was just like, I'm going to be supportive.
But,
Man,
you know,
get up on that stage, sing your song, and come back home.
you're going to make it happen.
True.
I make it happen.
Well, I can agree with that. You know, I'm blessed as well. My other half, he grows quickly in his jobs, but he's always said, if you gonna make more money, girl, go ahead. Like, I'll stay home with the kids, no problem.
Well, I just recently, in August, quit my day job.
Oh, cool.
With no job lined up. I was just like, bye.
Mm-hmm.
We decided that, you know, we could do that. That I could stop working the 9 to 5, which was draining the life force out of me.
Yes.
Facebook Live.
They do
'Cause
that.
when you're an artist, And then I started doing Reiki. Being in a cubicle all day in a micromanaged environment is not really where you want to be.
It's not.
The energy's bad. It's bad for your health. It's just, I'm so much better off right now. So I thought I would miss it. I don't miss it. I miss my people that are watching now. Yeah. But I don't miss working at all.
Heck
Not even a little bit.
Right. Right. It's funny. I said we shared that we were both in the finance world. I was a staff accountant.
Okay.
I was in charge of all accounts payable. In charge of the vault in the place of business. I was in charge of like 30 people's banks. Yeah, girl. And then month end would come. Oh my god.
I did collections, which is a fun job.
See, you were AR, I was AP.
I'm good at that job though.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. But not hardcore, you know, give your house up collections, but just, you know, student loans, newspaper things, stuff like that. But it's just draining. Yeah. It is draining.
And like you said, it's a whole other side of the brain. Like, even though I wasn't up and physically moving around throughout the day, like, I would come home and I would look at the kids and I'll be like, don't talk. Right. I don't want to hear anything.
I had a toddler. At one point, I had a toddler. I was working 9 to 5, and I was out trying to get shows and going out doing the whole open mic thing and doing features. And I wouldn't get home till like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Yeah. And then get up and go to work at 8. And do it again with the toddler.
More power to you.
And I was not in my 20s.
No, you weren't.
So it was kind of, you know, strenuous.
Yeah, even more power to you. So, do you know anything about, like, we were talking about award shows, like the Grammy world or the Oscar world. So what's that world like? Because as a regular person like myself,
as a matter of fact, are these natural segues or you have a little list over there? You got a list?
No, that was a natural segue. I had a list, but we left that list a long time ago.
I am on the I'm a voting member of the Recording Academy, which does the Grammys.
Okay.
So if
how does that happen?
If you are an artist, that I believe it's 12 or more verifiable credits, which means they can be documented on like iTunes.
Okay.
In liner notes, like you could play cowbell on somebody's CD. If your name is listed, as a credit, that's a credit. So if you have 12 of those, you can be a voting member.
Wow.
And you get to vote on who wins the Grammys.
Oh, okay. So Grammys is decided by peers. It's not decided by like the Academy.
It's us. We are the Academy.
You are the Academy. Oh,
we are the people.
Okay. Speaking of the Grammys,
I did not vote for Adele.
She need to get off my show right now. Right now, she need to get off my show.
But there, you know, we can also submit our music for Grammy consideration as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love learning these things.
A lot of people don't know that in the industry. A lot of people in this area, especially indie scene, they don't know that.
Yeah. That's cool. So I just didn't understand why Adele would get up there and say, oh, well, Beyonce should have won. What? Like, that made me so angry. Oh my God.
I can't
because
speak for
my
her.
thing is, Adele had to have voice surgery. Like she had, and her surgery was like, you may not be able to sing ever again. And she had a son. And you come back swinging lady with another kick butt album.
I like her. I think she has a good voice. I like her attitude. I like her FU attitude for people who say she's fat, and I like the fact that she is who she is and makes no excuses for that. I'm not the biggest fan of her type of music. I think her first album was really good. I just can't do
19.
any more of the sad hello from the other side stuff. I was just done with that.
Right. Everybody has a different...
But that's just me.
Right.
You know, but it wasn't a bad album. It's just not my kind of album.
Right.
I don't think it was the one that should have won, but that's just me.
And see...
And I'm not even a Beyonce fan. I feel like... as a performer, that whole album that she did was, to me, one of her best. Everybody's going to say something about that, I'm sure, but...
Who?
Beyonce.
Okay.
But the whole Grammy thing works with, I don't want to say money, but of course money backs you and people know about you.
Right.
So I can submit, the year I submitted My Life for consideration, I submitted it under alternative because there is no neo soul or eclectic soul or whatever I want to call myself.
Right.
There's no label for that.
Okay.
You're either hip hop, R&B, or pop.
Okay.
Or country. I'm not country.
No.
I have some country songs, but because my album has different genres of songs, I don't fit into a category.
Okay.
So they put you in a category. There's people that actually sit around and listen to every single submission and decide where you go. Even if you said, hey, I'm supposed to be alternative, they're like, no, you're pop.
Wow.
So they put me in pop against, I think it was Rihanna. And, I was like, okay, bye. There's no chance in holy hell that I'm But you have to have people that know you're nominated. And you have to have enough people. I mean, I wasn't nominated. You have to get people to nominate you and then get them to vote for you to win.
Okay.
So just getting them to nominate you is a feat in itself. To go up against these mainstream artists, you know what I mean?
Okay, so, and what do you... Okay, how do you feel not being a mainstream artist? Like, how does your feel of...
I feel poor.
Okay, so my question is like, you know how sometimes you'll get this person that becomes mainstream and you're like, where the heck did they come from?
Yeah.
Like...
They seem like an overnight success?
Yeah. Like, how does all of that happen?
Well, it depends. Hang on. Oh, my Reiki teacher's watching. Hi, Tara. I'm trying to balance my phone and charge it, and it's not happening. I think it happens. Well, like, for example, one year Esperanza Spalding won the Best New Artist, and everybody was like, who is she?
Right.
Well, a lot of people know who she is. She's a jazz artist. She's popular, but she's not, like, pop radio.
Okay.
At that time, she wasn't. So a lot of people only know what they hear on the radio, on their, mainstream radio stations.
Yep. So I'm one of my fellow people wants to know what we're talking about today.
Oh.
So I'm letting him
All
know.
kinds of things. Music, Reiki, having babies.
Yep.
Not being 20. Breaking barriers.
Yes. All of that, Brian. So, I mean, because that's cool. It's
Hi,
like,
Brian. It's Brian.
Brian.
Hi,
Yes.
Brian.
He's one of my fellow. Him and my sister-in-law.
Is he listening or watching us?
I think he's watching while
okay.
he's at his desk. And my sister-in-law, Jill, she watches me because I think because
Hi,
she
Jill.
loves me. And, or maybe just because she feels like she has to. I'm teasing. But, no, she's more like the big sister I always wanted. In fact, when my brother married her, I felt like I was happier than he was. I was like, yay! I get a sister.
I'm an only child, so all of my siblings I've acquired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
I am the youngest.
Those are the best kind, though.
And the only girl. And the loud mouth. So my siblings don't exactly want to hang
I'm the
out
only
with
everything.
me. But they do love me.
I'm the only everything. I'm the worst kid, and the best kid, and the smartest kid, and the dumbest kid.
I mean, I feel like that would probably be hard, being the only child.
It's awesome.
Is it?
Don't let anybody fool you.
Oh, I guess.
Anyway.
My daughter was an only child for about 5 years.
Not anymore.
Nope. Yep.
So now I'm doing all the Reiki stuff, which is how I met Krista.
Oh, right. Well, we're going to break into that. Hold up.
See, that's a whole other part of the show.
It is.
It
Whole nother part. All right, you guys, if you want to call in, 410-702-5657. You can also comment on Facebook Live. Thank you for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. We'll be right back with Breaking Barriers with Miss D with special guest today, Janice B.
Are you looking for your own little getaway? Would you like to try something new and exciting? Then look no further. El Coyote Bar and Grill is located at 807 South Broadway, Baltimore, Maryland 21231. Their business hours are Monday through Thursday 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. and Friday through Sunday 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. Come on down and enjoy some authentic Mexican cuisine.
Check out this flashback from It Is What It Is radio show.
Paul he was chilling, he was doing his thing. Y'all, you feel me? Love y'all family, you know what I'm saying? And like for him to be taken away from you, snatched away from you just like that. You feel me? It's like damn. another good one gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you taking the good? You know what I'm saying?
You always end up asking, like, why?
And like, again, it's a lesson that it's a test of faith. You feel me? Gonna take you through these tests. You feel me? You're gonna go through these little phases in life, yo. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you just gotta recognize that one, it's the adversary trying to knock you off your pivot, and then it's God trying to teach you something. You feel me? Right. Anything that you go through, you gonna get through. It's called going through. You feel me? That's why it's called going through. You going through something. Right. You feel me? Because after you go through it, you get through it. You look back on it like, damn, I got it. You feel what I'm saying?
For this and more, be sure to tune into BeExposedRadio.com every Friday from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. to listen to more of It Is What It Is radio show.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like, yes. I've learned I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do. The pay? I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. Yeah. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah, make that a promo, please.
Should
and
nobody
he
come on this show without donating?
Yes.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back on Breaking Berries with Miss D. And our guest today is Janice B. And we were talking about her music. So if you guys have a chance, please go to JaniceBmusic.com. Check out her stuff. She can't have any more Facebook friends. So
I can't?
That's what I thought you said.
No, I can have many. You can be my Facebook friends.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that popular.
All right, cool. Maybe it was somebody else. Somebody else posted.
I said I have 2 pages, but they're not both music. One's music, one's Reiki.
Oh, okay. So we are switching from music to Reiki. And why don't you first tell people what Reiki is?
Reiki is, I always say it's a lot like acupuncture, but there's no needles.
Okay.
So it's an energy work. It's working with energy. It's basically channeling what you consider the divine life force, whatever you want to call that.
Okay.
That runs through everything. We're all energy. Mm-hmm. And unblock your chakras, clear you, open you up, kind of facilitate you to heal yourself.
Yeah.
It's relieve stress. It definitely helps with all kinds of ailments. I have clients with all different kinds of ailments that it's definitely helping them. So it's pretty amazing because, when you do things like this and I feel like you have a calling to do this and you study, and I've studied it a lot. So I'm now at the master teacher level, so I can teach. That's the final level. So, and I just started doing this last June is when I started taking classes. And then I just kept going on because I really liked it. I really feel like I belong there.
Yeah.
But it's very daunting when you're basically laying hands on people. So you're just doing hand positions on people, channeling energy and working in their energy field. Yeah. And I take that real seriously. There's a lot of people that, claim they're healers and things like that. And I'm like, you ain't touching me. Mm-hmm. But
right.
Yeah, it's very daunting to the first time you do that. Thinking, is this going to work? Is this going to am I doing anything? What's happening?
It definitely works.
But once you do it, and like we were talking about the intuitive part of it, my dad being I would definitely call him a healer because I always called him the doctor. And anytime I had anything wrong with me, I said, "Doctor, hey, come help me."
Right.
But the intuitive side of it, the empath side of it, of knowing what people are feeling and knowing what they need, is also Kristen. We were talking about that too. But,
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it. And the more you do it, the more you open up to that. So now when I'm doing clients, I have entities coming in sometimes. I have ancestors coming in with them. I have my people hanging around. I feel things that there's no way I would know.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of blows your mind at first, but it's really just a part of a different level of consciousness and opening yourself up to that level.
Yeah. I think it's very fascinating. We were mentioning Kristen. I had Miss Kristen, Dr. Kristen Thor.
Doctor, yeah.
On my
Our
show.
mutual acupuncturist.
Yes, a couple weeks ago. And then I had to go see her because I had a headache for 4 days. But yes, you talk about laying hands. Almost as soon as she touched me, my headache was like, oh, I guess I'll go away. I'm like, oh Lord, I'd have been here hours, days ago. And I know.
I know. It's amazing.
It is. It's very cool.
I have my husband sold now because his elbow was hurting him the other night. I haven't done Reiki on him before. So I'm like, well, do you want to try Reiki? He's like, oh, I guess so. Why not? He didn't want to go to the chiropractor. So I did Reiki on him, and his elbow was feeling a whole lot better the next day. And he was like, you could see he was like, really, like, is this really happening? Because he just wasn't, I think he wasn't sold on it. You know what I mean? Like, he knew I wasn't lying about it, but
well, you know, men,
until you experience it yourself.
They're skeptics.
I know. But until you experience yourself, you don't know that it's going to work. But I didn't know it was going to work. I'm like, I'll put my hands on your elbow, see what happens. But yeah, it's very, it's definitely where I feel like I need to be right now.
Yeah.
And combining music with that is kind of the next goal. So we'll see how that goes.
So Brian says chiropractic. Oh, chiropractic. It's amazing. He goes, I go every other week.
It is. And at one time, chiropractic was considered weird. It's not mainstream. It's still not always mainstream. They don't always cover it with insurance. It just depends. But, you know, it's getting more mainstream, of course. But there was a time when that was like witchcraft.
Witchcraft?
You know, I mean, just anything. Acupuncture is not a prescription where the medical companies can make money.
Right. I know.
Anything that doesn't make them money is witchcraft, basically. So, yeah.
Well, you're right. What I thought was amazing about the acupuncture was like it wasn't as fast as, you know, ibuprofen or whatever, but and even after she was done, before I left, she put like these tacks.
Yes, to stay in you. Those are wild, aren't they?
And they were everything to me.
They're
I was
crazy.
like, don't touch them.
You forget they're in there.
Yes. And then they fell out. I was like, no, my headache's going to come back. Because I was just really convinced that while they were there.
Well, it's funny because acupuncture works a lot like Reiki does because you're working with energy and the flow. It's Ki, Reiki in Japanese, and it's acupuncture is Qi because it's Chinese.
Okay.
Same thing, same flow, same energy, just different name.
Wow.
But it's not always immediate. You're dealing with, sometimes people have a stomach ailment that's caused by some trauma they've suffered from years ago that they're holding onto in their body, and their DNA is remembering it, and their chakras are blocked, and you could have a shoulder pain that is from something that's going on in your stomach. So it takes a while for that flow to come back, and sometimes it's not immediate, and sometimes you might feel worse.
Yeah.
You may be opening up things that haven't been like layers peeling off that you haven't dealt with. I've had people that have had traumas in their life that all of a sudden just start talking. Like it's like they're free. But it's amazing. It really is when you think that this is something that anybody can do this. It's not, you know, anybody can learn acupuncture, anybody can learn Reiki, anybody can do it.
I think they need to have the right energy though.
Yeah, it's good to have the right energy.
Yeah.
Yes. And it helps. It also helps to be intuitive. I think every Reiki practitioner I know is either an empath or an intuitive or a clairsentient, which is what I am.
Okay.
And they can feel what's going on. There's more to it than just laying your hands on somebody. There's other factors involved, but
that's cool.
Yeah. it even works distance. You can do distance Reiki. I did somebody the other day that she was feeling blocked, and she's in New York.
How does that work? You guys, my mind is like blown right now. I'm like, what?
Energy is everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's a lot with intention.
Okay.
Like, you know how I mean, as simple as saying, I'm going to have a good day.
Yes.
And you have a good day.
Yes.
But I'm going to have a bad day. And I have a bad day.
Yes.
Or I'm sick. Oh my God, I'm sick. I don't feel good. Oh my God, I'm going to be sick. Oh my God. You're making yourself sick. You can also make yourself well.
Oh my Lord. If my man could hear you right now, he's going to be like, I told you. I told you. He's like, you're not sick.
Once you're in Reiki, you get attunements. So you're attuned by a Reiki master, which means you are able to give Reiki to someone. Okay. And there's different levels. So the higher you are, the more you can do. Distance Reiki is an advanced level.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently it works. I think I posted on Facebook. I was giving this person distance Reiki. I don't talk to them. I don't see them. Mm-hmm. And I just know their name. Mm-hmm. And when I was doing it, hey, people were talking to me. Mm-hmm. I felt hot on my neck. And I was like, why am I feeling hot on my neck? Because I don't usually, my hands get hot. Mm-hmm. And I told her about it. And she said she forgot she had left her heating pad on her neck. So I was feeling that, even though I don't know her. And she wasn't near me.
Wow.
Yeah, that kind of blew my mind. But it's good validation that it's working, you know.
It is. That is.
But you have to be careful not to take on people's energy as well. And that was something Kristen talked about with
yes.
me. She told me that, you know, when I was getting ready to do this, I was trying to decide, am I going to have an office in my house? Am I going to, excuse me, have an outside office? Because people are bringing their energy to you. Excuse me.
No, you're fine.
That's my cold cuties.
Hey.
I knew it was going to happen.
I'm over here burping, and every time I get kicked, I yawn.
But you're taking on that energy, and you don't want to do that sometimes.
No. No.
So you have to learn the boundaries of where your energy stops and where theirs starts. And you don't let that in. You're just giving them. You're moving their stuff.
You need to move their nasty. Move their nastiness out the way.
Exactly.
My gosh, you guys, like...
I need to Reiki my throat.
I'm so sorry. Right now, we have water.
We do, I know. Let's all lay hands on my neck.
I don't know about you guys, but like all of this is just incredibly awesome to me. Like the acupuncture was great, especially for my headache, and then I felt better too because yes, this is my third child, but it's like, you know, as you get older, you learn new stuff about how, like, when you're pregnant, like just
when your body shifts and changes all the time,
right?
Even if you're not pregnant, it's just in general.
And not to mention, like, to give her that headache, I would have had to pop pills around the clock. Like, it was just crazy.
I think once your level of awareness is higher too, like now I'm more aware of things. And even if you get a Reiki treatment, you're more open and aware. Things are louder, colors are brighter. Wow. All that. So once you're at a different level of awareness, you're more aware of your body. You know?
I would say I'm pretty in tune with my body now.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, like it's interesting. It's also to kind of be around certain people sometimes, and you're like,
well, you know, yeah,
like get them away from me, like right now.
Absolutely.
Or when you watch,
that's a good thing.
Yeah. When you watch your kids, and they'll be like,
oh yeah.
You ever like meet somebody, introduce somebody, and your kid is like, I want to do with this person.
Listen to them.
Yes, I
children and animals. They don't have that filter. They have they don't have the filter where they're afraid to say what they think.
Right.
If they don't like you, there's a reason.
Very true. So how are you going to combine the Reiki with the singing? So you just gonna lay hands on me and sing to me at the same time?
I might.
Okay.
We started the project Mantra, which is my next studio project, which should be done soon. Hopefully end of April. I'm thinking. Which will be songs that have a meditative kind of feel to them. They're lyrical songs. They're not, chanting and stuff, but we're going to incorporate those elements in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to, like I said, be performing at Karma Fest. Hopefully we'll have all the songs done and be able to do it then.
Okay.
And we're going to try to do some workshops, I think, where we are doing Reiki and healing people and having a live band.
Oh, all right, guys. We're going to talk about this.
The sky's the limit.
We're going to talk about this right when we come back. This is Breaking Berries with Miss D. We'll see you soon.
Come and join us at the gala on March 23rd from 7 to 11 p.m. There will be a display of culinary and visual arts brought to you by the Fashion Umbrella Foundation. The foundation is looking for caterers that create unique dishes as a donation for guests at the gala. We are also looking for creative representatives within the arts community to be a part of the Arts Museum. Guests will also be available to meet Impact Award recipients. For more information, visit www.fashionumbrella.org. Gala tickets will be available online, and if you enter the code word education, you could save $10. Get your tickets today.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Check out this flashback.
If someone says that more money may create more problems for us who don't have a lot of money, we said, nah, that'll never be me. And when we look at the statement that's made by those who are making over six figures, millionaires, I dare say billionaires, we wonder, how is it that more money can cause more problems? Well, I can kind of understand how that may be the situation if the money that you have is not going towards things that are of a worthy cause. And that looks how you perceive it to be. If you feel like money should make you free, but after making more money, it traps you towards these things that will cause you to have to get more money to feel like you're free, then that's a vicious cycle that someone I can understand will not necessarily feel like they're the benefactor of. So take a look at the money that you already have. And if the money that you have is going to where it needs to go, then money becomes that tool that you need to have an ends to a means when it comes to your necessities in life.
You can catch me Thursdays from 8 to 10 on the Denasha Harrison Show on BigExposedRadio.com.
In a world of redundant marketing, one company specializes in branding, web design, and illustration.
We're a design agency. We design stuff. We champion underdog clients.
Believing in running a company without being evil is paramount.
Hire us. We'll love you forever.
With a notepad in one hand and a mouse in the other, get ready to be drafted.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello. So we were just talking before the break about how she is going to incorporate her lovely voice with Reiki. And Reiki. And that the Reiki is just about the touch and placing hands on people and the body healing. And I just think alternative medicines are awesome.
Absolutely.
And I think they're a good way to go instead of just all these medications.
They've saved my life way too many times. Acupuncture and all that really has kept me out of the hospital, for pain and just things that the doctors don't know what they are, what it is or whatever, and a lot of times they just diagnose what it's not.
Right.
They don't always know what things are.
Mm-hmm. They don't.
It can be stress related. They don't know. Mm-hmm. Or they'll give you an antidepressant. And I'm like, well, I'm not depressed.
Right.
It's like, I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
But because the money's with the pills.
Right.
So.
Throwing them things out like candy.
Of course, they do. Absolutely.
Like candy. And then it's interesting. I just watched a documentary not too long ago on Netflix. And they were saying that, like, as the physicians, none of them are taught nutrition.
Right.
So that, like, they don't understand a lot of stuff that people are coming in with.
Right.
It's coming off of something they ate or
Absolutely.
it's not, they're not taught nutrition. And I was like, that blows my mind. Like, you're in school for a minute to become a doctor, and you mean to tell me you don't touch on nutrition at all?
Oh, now we know all the things about gluten and things that nobody knew before,
Mm-hmm.
And Who knows who was suffering from all these things that didn't know what it was for so long.
I will never forget this. I was in high school. There's a girl in my class, Constance Coomer.
You're gonna call her out.
I am. I just saw her recently, actually. I just bumped into her. It's not in a bad way, but she was sick. She was sick for like half of 10th grade, almost all of junior year, and they could not figure out what was wrong with her. Come to find out, she's allergic to gluten. And it was so funny because that was
sound effects.
I mean, I was a class of 2003, so when that happened, like, it was just becoming a thing. Mm-hmm. And I just remember feeling so bad for Connie because she was just always sick. Thank God they figured it out.
I went about 6 months with this extreme fatigue and burning in my skin.
Oh.
And the symptoms just kept getting worse. And the doctor said there's nothing wrong with me. They kept testing me. My blood tests were coming back fine. And I'm like, what do you mean there's nothing wrong with me?
You like,
I'm
no,
taking
something wrong.
naps. I don't take naps. I can't function during the day.
What?
You know, what's wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
And it was an acupuncturist that they go by how you look, how you smell.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you smell metallic, which is either a medicine that you've taken, a prescription, or like a flu shot or something like that. Well, I just had a flu shot. But I discovered it was Cipro, the antibiotic Cipro, and I had taken it in October.
Wow.
And I didn't feel better until March.
Oh my gosh.
And nobody could tell me what was wrong with me. No one. And
But
they want to give you, well, here's some antidepressants and here's some, because you're depressed. Of course I'm depressed. Like, y'all know what's wrong with me.
Right.
You seem a little stressed out. You think so? I've been sick for 6 months.
You can't fix
You think I'm stressed out?
Right.
So, stress is a huge factor as well. And things like acupuncture and Reiki and things that get you relaxed and get you back in the correct alignment,
right,
spiritually and emotionally, definitely affect your health. Absolutely.
Wow.
No way around it.
It's crazy. Like, sorry guys. I'm snacking.
She's snacking and I'm having a cough drop.
Y'all know I need to eat. If I'm not snacking,
that's okay. It's a 2-hour show. You need some nutrition.
Well, it's not just that.
Sustenance.
The baby beats me up. She be like, snack?
Hello.
You're not eating.
Right.
Excuse me. I said it's snack time.
They got the right one now,
So, Miss Felicia is watching.
Oh, hey, Felicia.
Hi, Miss Fifi. Miss Fifi's cleaning.
No.
All these people, I'm going to put her businesses on the air.
Hey.
Call Miss Fifi.
Exactly. My man cleans on weekends when he's not at his other day job.
It's funny when you are an artist in Baltimore, anywhere, I guess, an indie artist, and all the people you know, and we all know each other. Like, we know we have a mutual acupuncturist, which, that's kind of odd. But but pretty much every musician, every artist, every photographer, videographer, producer, we all know somebody. We all have a connection somewhere.
Right.
And it's funny just to watch all these people, that are on there, that are doing different businesses, but we're all connected.
Yep.
Or a different artist recommended them or something like that. So
Baltimore.
I know. It is Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to Baltimore?
It's kind of cool, though.
Have you ever been to Baltimore?
Have I ever been there?
Yes. There's a restaurant called Baltimore.
Oh. That you mentioned Baltimore. I'm like, I'm here right now.
No.
You need some more food.
No. No, there's a restaurant called Baltimore.
I have
not
check
been
it
there.
out.
You should check it out.
I will.
Good stuff.
What do they have?
Burgers.
No chicken boxes?
No chicken boxes.
Damn, that's not Baltimore.
Oh,
man.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you're getting the right chicken box? You said you were in Columbia. You eating mambo sauce.
I do not get chicken boxes from Columbia.
Okay,
there are no chicken boxes in Columbia.
Yeah, there are.
No.
And then they give you mambo sauce?
No, that's
I'm
that's
like,
not
what
it.
is mambo sauce?
Well, and then DC has a whole different chicken box.
Yeah.
DC's got a whole different thing going on.
Nope. Up here.
I like the whole wing, Baltimore City.
Yeah.
Fries, ashy roll, hot sauce.
Yeah.
Bring it on. I can eat a whole one right now.
Uh-huh. Janice keep telling me she white, y'all. She not. Okay.
I am white. I'm very white.
She not. She lying.
I'm incredibly white.
I'm more white than Janice. I promise
so.
you.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Her street cred is much
Street cred
than mine. So
I don't know about that, but
it is all good. See, now I want a chicken box.
not want a chicken box? That's like the perfect food.
Salt, pepper, ketchup. You know what's weird? That's not even weird. I normally hate ketchup. I won't touch it.
I can live without ketchup.
But like since I've been pregnant, I want ketchup.
But the chicken box fries that have the batter on them, I'm talking about.
You know about the
really
Western
good
fries?
ones, not Western fries. I'm telling you right now, the Spots. Is it on St. Paul? They have just a little bit of batter on the fries to give them a little seasoning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look, I'm just giving everybody plugs.
I know, right?
The Spot is not advertising my CD. Why
Well,
am
they
I
should
talking
be.
about them?
We should
I'm
go
gonna take
there.
it in there and set it up.
Yes. We should go down there and be
Put my cards on the counter. Listen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then I'm gonna be like, and breaking barriers. It was on the radio. You need to.
Sometimes it's a 4-piece day. Sometimes it's a 6-piece day. Just depends on what kind of day it is.
Okay, so if you're a Baltimorean, a chicken box, it's 5 pieces. The chicken.
4.
What do you mean 4?
It's whole wings.
I know. So if you go to the right place, you get 5.
If you go
wings.
to this place on Calvert, it's 5. If you go to one on St. Paul, it's 4.
Well, St. Paul need to up their chicken game.
I just get 6. No, worry about it. Because 5's better because 4's not really enough.
My uncle said, "Hey D, how is the whole show about food?"
Only the last 20 minutes.
It's not. You missed the other.
Just the last 20 minutes.
Right. You missed some stuff. You gonna have to go back and watch, Uncle, because we're talking to Miss Janice B today, and she is a singer.
I am.
And she does Reiki professionally. If you don't know what Reiki is, look it up. But it is about touch and healing and the power of touch. So there.
Energy work.
But we're talking about the fact that we're eating because, I'm pregnant and I always want to eat.
Yeah.
And Janice is
I'm just
not
coughing.
pregnant. But she
I'm
was
eating
eating
cough
drops. So it's all good. So, okay. I'm sorry. We digress because we both hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to listen, not if you want to, you guys, you need to listen. When you need to listen to Miss Janice B's music because, first of all, she has this great power of touch going on. So let her music touch you.
That was really corny.
All right. That's fine, though. It's a good plug. So right now, we're going to play your last song.
Okay. It's like a 20-minute song.
Well, we're going to play
No, I'm
it
kidding.
as
It's
we
got a
go
long
into break.
intro. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
And then...
This is Watch Me Fly, the remix, the house remix.
Lakeisha White says, a place I can go and Mika always gets my look right. Alicia Curry says, when you go to purchase one thing and you leave with everything. The Style Lounge, assisting in capturing your true fashion personality. From classic to maverick, we have exactly what you need. Make an appointment today for a personal styling session, which includes one-on-one profile, learning your true body style and what works for you. From complementing colors to necklines and more, the Style Lounge let us discover your inner fashion ego. Contact Mika Nicole at 443-248-8879. She is also available for pop-up shops, vending events, and...
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Talk dirty to me.
I love it. It's awesome. It's all mine gets me going every day.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Breaking Barriers. We've been in the studio today with Miss Janice B. She's been talking to us about her music and her life of transitioning into Reiki, and it's just been awesome. So, Eric, we have somebody on the line? Okay, no. Gotcha. Oh,
no,
right.
we do not.
Sorry. Again, I was mistaken. All right. So, Miss Janice, thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you for hanging with us through the technical difficulties.
Hey,
Feel
that's
free
how life is.
to come back anytime,
you.
be a guest anytime.
I will.
So you guys, again, you have to listen to her music, and then
my brother's going, sing live. I'm like, no. Don't you hear me coughing? Well, I'm gonna be like, how you doing? Hello from the other side.
Just go to JaniceBmusic.com, brother.
Mm-hmm. Or Janice B Reiki.
Exactly.
.com.
Mm-hmm. So, and then you can contact Miss Janice at JaniceBmusic@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Facebook.com/JaniceBmusic. Twitter.com is J Berkeley. That is JBE.
I don't know why Twitter is J Berkeley. That's like my government name.
ALI.
I hate Twitter. Just don't even go to Twitter.
Okay, don't go to Twitter.
Just go to Facebook and it'll go to Twitter automatically.
Facebook.
Instagram.
And then Instagram is Janice B Music.
Everything. Or Janice B Reiki. They're all the same.
Or Janice B
cannot
Reiki.
Miss me.
Exactly. And then, are there any little special shout outs that you'd like to give?
Oh, wow. Well, I said I would be at Karma Fest. I definitely want people to come out to that.
Yes,
May 14th.
Karma Fest. May 14th.
KarmaFest.com if you want to check it out. A big holistic festival. So that'll be my first Reiki healing stuff going on. My brother Lawrence said hi. Good interview. Shout out to Uncle Ochi. That's what we call him.
Okay.
What else? I said I'm going to the Bolton Hill open mic this Friday.
Mhm.
Bolton Hill here in Baltimore.
This Friday, Bolton Hill open mic. Check it out.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And that's about it right now. I'm going to be in the studio. I'm doing a photo shoot next Monday with the amazing Aisha Butler here in Baltimore for my CD cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
everything's
with the mantra
along.
coming out, right?
Yes.
So you posted some really cool photos on Facebook that you gonna put some of those,
right?
Like,
no, but they're awesome, aren't they?
Oh, okay.
1 minute. Go.
You guys, this has been an awesome show. I've been excited to have a guest again. Yay. It's been like a week and a half since I had a guest. So you guys didn't have to hear me ramble on.
That's okay. We talked about music, Reiki, chicken boxes, DC, talking black, talking white, adoption. What else we talk about? Acupuncture.
I'm still stuck on the chicken box because I'm real hungry. So, you guys, I will be back here in the studio on Friday. I have a guest then as well. All right, this has been Breaking Berries. Again, our quote of today was, don't wait for things to get easier, simpler, better. Life will always be complicated. Learn to be happy right now. Not tomorrow. Not
in this very moment.
Right now. Be happy. Otherwise, you will run out of time. This has been Breaking Berries with Miss D. Special guest today was Miss Janice B. Please go check her out at janicebmusic.com, and I will check you guys out on Friday.
Bye.